Well, imagine feeling the way you do now, all of the time, like the people of this planet do. Fools! How do you think my master Gohan felt when you ganged up on him in the rain and he had no way out? Well, now it's your turn. I hope you enjoy it.
Alright, what's up guys? Ricky J here. So, you guys just saw my top set for the week. So, right now, I'm trying to build back up my squat without the use of knee sleeves. And the main reason for that is, I got terrible knees. I've had terrible knees since I was a kid. And for the longest, it wasn't necessarily a weak point or any like crazy discomfort, but heavy squats didn't really agree with my knees. I had the quad strength for it, but the knees, hell no. So right now, got 225 on here. Just did 3 for 3, and then we're gonna be going back and forth on the hack squat. Not in this session, I'm just talking about my leg days. Back and forth. I'm not gonna try and do no crazy weight off rip. Simply work it back up. I haven't done a Smith machine squat in a good bit of time. But slowly but surely my strength will come back. Good. That's why we got safeties. Because if not, I would have been cooked. So, got one more set here. But I'm gonna sit and talk with you guys for a second. So, a little winded. Trying to build up these big boys right here. Through some heavy pressing, leg extensions. Trying to build up this back half with some deadlift, some hamstring curls. That's simple. We have some calf raises to do, some adductor work. I think we're gonna do a little bit of a glute bridge here. Or sorry, that's a glute bridge, I guess. We're gonna do some hip press. Try and get that up a little bit. So probably throw on like 4 plates on there. Nothing too crazy, but it would just have to be manageable because honestly, can't go too heavy so the racking system doesn't get bad. I'll see you guys in a minute. feeling good on that last one. Wasn't too sure, but so I had to go for a little lightheaded. Cool. All right, well, we're good. Whew. So, the whole point of this video is just not skipping legs, man. If you want to be serious about training, you want to get serious about getting bigger, getting stronger, don't be skipping your movements. It's different taking a break from something. If you have an injury, or you're trying to work around an injury, you swap something out. But let's say you're working out, you know, like 4 or 5 times a week, and you're in everything but legs. You're not too serious about it. You might have fun getting, you know, a bicep pump or a chest pump. Bro, if you're skipping legs, you're missing out on significant gains. Like you gotta think about it. Your legs are half your body at least. Like, come on. There's no reason to be skipping it. And then if you are, why? I would like to know. It's different if you're working around an injury, or let's say you're injured and you can't hit legs anymore. Whole different story, man. Anyways, we're gonna be turning this into hip press. Watch this. Good. Very good. Moving on to deadlift. Woo. Woo. Oh. All right, rest it for a minute. I'm gonna do a warm up on here. If it feels good, I already know, my glutes, a little fatigue. If it feels good, we'll just rep this out. If not, we'll up the weight by a little bit, but nothing crazy, just to play it safe, but we're still gonna be pushing hard. You already know. pretty good. Gonna be honest, only gonna do one set today. Lower back's feeling alright. Not good, not bad. Kinda in between. But I'll be honest. Another set, high reps, close to failure. My lower back might be feeling it tomorrow. So, I'm gonna call it there. Still trying. Anyways, next exercise, we'll be moving on to some calf raises. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys how I like to perform calf raises. Alright, got 5. Time for the left leg. Got 4. I felt it a little bit on my knee, so trying to be careful. Gonna put on 250. Got 6. I'm gonna go for 5 or 6 on this left leg. All right, calves are done. Actually, I'm gonna throw in one bit, put on 310. We're gonna finish off with this. I'm very simple about this. I don't feel like the calves really take anything crazy. The only reason I'm performing it like this with minimal rest is because I found progress through this. I've also, done a set, wait like 3-4 minutes, do it again, but doing this as well, I've still seen results. This works for me. All right. Whew. I'll see you guys on some leg extensions, and then we're gonna be hitting some hamstrings. Finish off with adductors, abductors, and then I'll be seeing you guys with post-workout meal. Alrighty, hope you guys don't mind. Changed my mind by a little bit. We're gonna be hitting hamstrings and then quads. I just wanna get a good feel. That's kind of about it. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna be doing 2 sets here, 2 sets on there, finish with the adductors, abductors, 2-3 sets of that. But I'm only gonna record a set or so of adductors. You get the gist on it. It's nothing too complicated. It's pretty simple. Close your legs, you open them. It's that simple. Max check on there. I'm gonna be seeing you guys on the leg extensions. I'm gonna do one more set on here. Show you guys a set of the leg extensions. One set of the adductors. A little pose down. A little bit of a pep talk, I guess. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm gonna do my own thing. Alrighty, second set here, better be finished. I'm gonna be honest, stomach's feeling a little funky. It's a little upset, but I'll be honest, I haven't really eaten much today. I've had some like fruit and oatmeal. It's like 2:30, bro. I don't know, just today my appetite wasn't really there. Yesterday we had a little refeed. I was eating pretty good, I'll be honest. But I don't know, today just wasn't really hungry. Holy crap. Like, I know my shit's stretched out, but alright. I just meant like the shape, you can't really see it. I have like a little bit of veins here. They're still coming in slowly. But let me hit my set. Got 280 on here, gonna go for 5. Not as strong after the squats, but it's expected. One more. Alright. To be honest, probably should have waited to hit legs until later in the afternoon. It's not looking too bad, but sure as hell pumped. I'm gonna see you guys at adductors. I'll continue my little talk. Alright guys, in some adductors now. So this should be good. But on 215, it's the most I can do. That's the most the stack goes to. And my leg placement pretty good. Whew. There we go. I just had to get seated a little more. Just try and like get your knees, or try and think of moving your balls of your ankles together, and that will get your adductors firing. There we go. So, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna wait like a minute, hit another set, and then abductors, I'm gonna do that myself. No one needs to see me doing that. But anyways, what I was trying to say is, I just don't really feel strong today. And I'm gonna be honest, got in food yesterday, got good sleep. I've had probably like a little bit over enough water today. I've been chugging. I got my electrolytes in, I got my pre-workout in, my pre-workout meal. But I just don't think I ate enough today this morning. Had some cottage cheese, strawberries, blueberries, a little bit of honey. And then a couple hours before the lift, it was around like 11:30, 12 o'clock, like just around there. Had a little bit of strawberries, a little bit of blueberries. I think it was like 32 grams of oats. Had that with a little bit of honey. I'll be honest, I'm just used to having at least like 2 to 3 like actual meals before working out. Right now it's like 240. I've had a little over 1,000 calories today. I'll be honest, I just don't feel like I honestly actually like ate a good solid amount of food. And then not even that. Both of my meals were real light. Like, I've had faster workouts, felt great. But if I were to have a faster workout, it would have been like an hour after I woke up or something like that, not several. So I'll be honest, stomach's a little upset. I don't necessarily feel like I'm gonna throw up or anything, but just kind of like the bottom of my stomach, it feels kind of off. It's probably just a mix of just a little bit of food, whole bunch of liquid, and then, you know, I got my pre-workout sitting on top of that. Whew. My stomach is probably gonna be a mess in a little bit, I'll be honest. So, plan when I get home, slam a whole bunch of potatoes, some veggies, some steak. Because normally what I would do morning, eat some potatoes with either steak, beef, or eggs, and then same with meal 2. So that's what I'm used to. Normally when I'm working, have about a pound of potatoes, maybe a little over a pound, and then, you know, pair that with, you know, eggs, meat. And the meal 2, it's another pound of potatoes. So like normally, whole bunch of food, solid food, whole bunch of volume, everything just like, you know, slowly digests, does its own thing throughout the day. Coming to the gym, feeling full as a house. Right now, I am not feeling full as a house. I just feel kind of a little iffy, so I'm gonna be honest. Original plan was hop on the treadmill after this, but I don't think that would be smart, because if I start sweating real bad, you know, I'm walking for, you know, my 30-40 minutes, and then walk home in the heat, I'm gonna guarantee you I'm gonna throw up before I get in that fucking front door. So I'm gonna hit my abductors, little pose down, and then I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna go get some food in my system, you know, cool down for a bit, you know, change clothes, wash up, just take care of myself. Because like, if you guys are ever not feeling good and you feel like you're about to throw up at the gym, if I was you, I would take a minute, take a breather. Like if you're doing some squats, deadlifts or something, I do not want you mid-rep projectile vomiting everywhere. That would be lame as hell. I'm not talking about lame on you, I'm just talking about like, damn, like you just don't want that happening. Like you'll just be like, damn, like it might be sick if you're moving hundreds of pounds, but it's also sick to throw up everywhere. So quit yapping, I'm gonna hit this set, yap again, finish up my abductors, and then I'll see you guys for a pose down. But hold on, my bottom's stuck. So, I'm gonna talk to you guys for a minute before I hit this set, but what I was just saying is, next leg day, I will assure that, sorry, I'm having a moment. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, I will assure you guys, solid lift, I'll be coming in feeling good, feeling great, because I was pretty excited for today's lift, but I'll be honest, the whole thing I was going to talk about. Anyways, what I was trying to say is I didn't really want to disappoint you guys or anything, because today's whole video was just about pushing hard as hell, bringing the intensity to all your sets. I mean, there's a few reasons why you might not want to push it as hard as, 1, you're injured, or 2, you're recovering from an injury. That's a whole separate thing. Like, let's say I tweaked my bicep and I don't know, anytime I get past 90 degrees, it feels like my bicep's just about to rip off the bone. Then I shouldn't be doing anything that irritates it. That's a whole different story. But if you're serious about bodybuilding or just getting stronger and bigger in the gym, why would you skip a whole body part? It's like if I train my chest and arms, my legs, but I skip back, One, I'd look kind of funky. Two, why? I understand with legs, people are like, oh, it's so uncomfortable, it hurts. It really doesn't matter that much. And then, let's say you get used to, doing all your leg movements to or close to failure, and you're getting stronger, more confident, you're able to fully bring it and push yourself at the gym. That will translate to the rest of your lifts. I can say for certain, when I was first coming into the gym, no, I was not bringing the intensity like that. All I knew was, 3-4 sets of like 10 to 12. Man, the second I got that 12th rep, I was like, man, I ain't gonna keep doing it. I hit my 12, what's the reason? And then people were talking about, don't quit your set early. You gotta find out where you are at. Where's your strength at? I was like, all right. So I kept pulling. I kept pulling on whatever the hell I was doing. I kept doing it. Started getting hard as fuck. I kept going. And then I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. Because one, that shit felt crazy. I'm talking about felt crazy. And then two, it gave me a sense of accomplishment. I was like, I did that. I moved that until I couldn't move it. And then I also knew where my extra strength was at. Because the majority of people walk in the gym, they pick up like a 20-pound dumbbell. They curl it like 10 times. They set that shit on the ground. Dude, they probably have like another 5 in them. But you wouldn't know until you figure out yourself how much you can move. How much can you move and how many? I'm not gonna know if I can curl, 40 pounds. If I'm staying at 30 and I'm not going up at all, I'm not trying to go for any more reps. I'm not trying to push that set to actual failure. I'm like, nah. You'll never know until you figure out. You're like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to look you and tell you, oh, you can move this way for that much. Dude, I ain't gonna know that. That's all up to you. What I'm trying to say is all that translates to everything else. If you were to just give up a set early simply because you're uncomfortable, how are you gonna keep pushing forward? I'm not saying you can't get any progress out of the hard set, and then the second it gets uncomfortable, I'm not saying that maybe for a little bit, but you're gonna get to a certain level where you just get hard capped. Let's say you're curling the 30s, and as I said, 10 to 12. But let's say you never keep pushing, you never keep going. Maybe at first, to the 20, to the 25, you're able, get a solid 10 to 12 reps out of that, and then you're still able to progress the next time. Keep the reps pretty high. Once you try and go for the 35s or the 40s, and let's say you could only get 5, but you're on your 3rd rep, you're curling it, you're like, man, this is kind of hard, and I set it down. Bro, you're just leaving a whole bunch of gas in the tank, and what that gas should be used for is to fuel your fucking body. No, not to fuel your body, but to fuel your mind. That is what I meant. And you might be, what do you mean? Dude, if I'm pushing on the gas and I'm only pushing halfway, I'm half-assing all my shit. Dude, it's like I'd be driving a sports car, but I only go 25. Just think about that. That's what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my workout. I'm gonna see you guys in the pose down. I need to quit yapping. We're doing the pose down at the front door. Got some 3 days of grace going. I'm gonna pull up these. And we'll pose down through here, just to show you guys what's up. Just like you. significant meat here. And on the outer quad right here, almost fit my hand in there. So you already know. You already know.